Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Sunday Funday with Dad. We missed last Sunday. I was in the middle of doing some things and got caught up in the sunset. So please pardon me. I've assured Dad
Don't pardon me. I was here ready.
and he was,
I'm like Rahab the harlot. I stays ready.
and he does. But I've asked Dad that if I'm ever in that situation again, please call out for me and remind me that we have this and we're dedicated to this. I can get distracted at times. So anyway, I did, and so please pardon me. Speaking of pardoning, tonight we're going to speak a little bit about trauma responses. I've gone through these highs and these lows of different parts of the healing process, and I became aware of the opposite of trauma, which is healing. And so, however, we still have these responses that we go through to different traumas, and I've been studying some things that there are times that my conscious doesn't realize that I can be driving at night. I think you've experienced this too on the turnpike. I can be driving at night and go right back to that moment that I hit that steer. I can, and all of a sudden it comes on me. And early on, I used to have to pull over for just a few minutes, just regain myself. But now I pretty much know there's no steer there. There's no steer there. And I'll say it out loud. There's no steer there. But that's one of those responses to certain traumas. I also have a response to relationship traumas. There's times that I can build a friendship with somebody. And then the next thing you know, it'll go to a certain place, and that brings back a trauma. And I respond to that with just letting go of that relationship, not making effort for that relationship anymore. Even friendships. I've seen myself do it several times over the past couple of years. I've seen myself do it in the past also, but specifically in the last couple of years. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes. I've seen several responses to trauma. Trauma is retained in two places. It's retained psychologically and somatically.
Wow.
Psychologically is your mental area.
Right.
Somatic's your physical area.
Yeah.
If you go through a physical trauma, it may not be mentally traumatic. It could be just physically traumatic. Your body remembers that.
Exactly.
And your body doesn't want to experience again, so it reacts. It acts tired. It doesn't want to respond to things. It thinks if it doesn't get involved, it won't have trauma again. That's a somatic response.
Wow. Yes, it is. Yes.
Now, the psychological responses can come out in many ways. Erratic behavior, stress, fear. There's four natural responses to trauma, and that is fight, flight, freeze, or fawn.
Yes.
Okay? If you fight it, you're just not going to accept what the trauma's doing to you. You're going to overcome it.
Yes.
Now, I know this is not a Bible study, but
Please.
victim is not in the Bible.
No.
There's no such word as victim in the Bible. Victory is used 12 times. Overcome is around 30 times. So victory and overcome are your options.
Right.
Victim is not an option.
Yes.
You prove that in hitting the cow. You did not believe that happened to you.
Absolutely.
You believed it happened for you. So you were not a victim in that.
Right.
Okay? You've had many responses to that trauma because it was both psychological and somatic.
Right.
You had, when you crushed 3 vertebrae in your neck, and they put some steel in there to brace them, and some screws, and change your antenna.
Right.
your body retains that memory. Because you got a constant reminder in there.
I can see it now.
You can see it now. It's there always.
Yeah.
So your body's going to respond to that until you find a way to relieve your body of that memory. Psychologically, you can sit and talk about it.
Yes.
And that relieves it psychologically.
Yes.
But physically, that doesn't relieve it.
No.
You can talk about it till the cows come home, and it'll never relieve your physical memory of that trauma
And reaction.
and reaction.
Yeah.
So there's things they've tried, like breathing exercises and meditation, those sort of things that help.
Yes, it does.
But until you eliminate that memory from your body, it's going to respond negatively. It's not going to respond like you're accustomed to, or like you've conditioned it to, or like you expect it to do.
Right.
It's got a mind of its own,
100%.
its own memory. So, in the response to trauma, Tom Petty had a song called "I Won't Back Down."
Right.
You can stand me up at the gates of hell, I'll hold my ground.
Right.
I won't back down. If you take that attitude, which you did about the trauma, you're not going to receive it, even though at times you have no idea what to do about it. You're still just not going to receive it. You're not going to be a victim. You're not going to be a guy who's accident prone. Well, I'm just accident prone.
No, absolutely not. I will not be one of the 2,940 men that have killed themselves last year, the year before last.
Yeah.
This year, 2024. 2,940 men killed themselves due to some sort of trauma impact. The reaction.
That's a flight.
Yeah.
That's a flight reaction.
Yes.
You're just going to run away from it totally. Just get out of it.
Yes.
Okay. The fawning, that's when you become a victim.
Yeah.
If you fawn your wife, you become a yes dear man.
I can't even picture that.
Yeah. And so it's fight or fawn.
Yeah, I can't even picture that one.
But the trauma, it's a silent enemy. It's like stress is a silent killer. Stress doesn't give you signals.
Right.
It's silent. So is it the trauma response. It's silent. You don't know how to deal with it. It's confusing because it's a memory that you can't get rid of. How do you get rid of it?
Yeah, it's not an outside issue.
Right.
Yeah,
It's an inside thing.
I can't fight it on the outside. Now, in the moment of it is where I do particularly well, in the moment of the trauma.
Yeah.
Because then it's what must be done rather than what could happen. And I know I've trained myself on how to do that. Recovery taught me that. With the process of the psiotic response, the psiotic
Somatic.
memory, or somatic memory, that seems to be more difficult for me. It's like having bad relationships with women. There's something inside of you that says, just don't even go this far. Don't even take it very far. Because all the ones that I've experienced have ended up in
That's your psychological.
Absolutely. It is my psychological.
Right.
Where I have abandoned that possibility or willing to go through that again. Now, dealing with the physical part of, it's like coughing. When I cough, my right side still reacts to it. It's still, it's
That's
more
somatic memory in there.
Absolutely. Yes. The other day when I was doing something and I bumped up against something on my right side, though these have healed, it feels like they've healed completely. There was still some sort of twinge to me that happened on that right side. Same thing about my finger. It gets real cold and all of a sudden I feel the bitterness of the cold on my finger before I feel any kind of cold anywhere else. So those reactions are difficult to deal with when you have yet to become accustomed to it. However, I've been watching these videos on these amputees that still work.
Yeah.
There was a guy without a leg on a crutch, and he's hauling cement bags with this crutch and one leg. How inspiring is that?
Yeah.
You know, other than once you get past the, holy shit, this is ridiculous. You know, now you're inspired by this guy.
Yeah.
It's not something that's going to stay the same. We know that. We're accustomed to things not staying the same. I do find myself more and more frustrated by my trauma response to the somatic.
Somatic, yes. Well, you're not accustomed to that, though.
No,
and
of course
there's been
not.
no training in that.
I couldn't believe when I hit my heel the other day, or my ankle the other day, and the reaction that my body took.
Yes, because it doesn't want any more of that.
My God, what the hell?
It'll make you tired where you lay down and don't get up.
Hell yes. I couldn't believe how sleepy I was after.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a natural reaction. It's natural. You can't stop that. There's no pill you can take for it. There's no counseling session you can get rid of.
I've meditated my ass off on this, man, and all I keep coming to is time will heal. Time will heal.
Yes, it will. But I think we need to do a little research on how to physically erase that from our memory.
Wow.
I think we need to look into that. How do you physically erase the memory somatically?
Overcome it physically.
Yes, that's what I mean. See, you can overcome it mentally.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? You've trained to do that.
I have.
There's data and clinical research to show that.
Yes.
I don't know of any clinical research with somatic memory. I can't think of any.
Well, they've got this program called emotional EMT, I think is what it is. It's an emotional training. Paul at the the chamber was talking about the EMT, where there's physical ways of overcoming it emotionally. I don't see that as emotional being
No,
my
it's not
issue.
emotional. That's psychological.
Yeah, that's true.
Emotions are psychological.
Yeah, I
This
believe
is your
that.
physical. This is memory stored in your physical body.
Yeah.
Okay? And any little tremor will activate that memory, and your body responds to that, shuts down, and there's nothing you can do about it. That I know of. But take a nap.
That's extremely insightful. You said I would learn something tonight.
You learn something every time you talk to me.
That's true.
I used to be the shall answer man.
I wonder how many people would remember that.
They don't.
They don't.
Now I'm
remember.
just a Smirnoff
There's
answer man.
the vodka answer man of all things. Yes.
I'm 90 proof.
You're on it 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a good start for this, because there are some things that I am going to investigate. Greg Braden's probably one of the best at these kind of insightful things, and so he's got some stuff that I'm going to look over. You know, Braden used to be a friend of mine before he got famous. He's out in New Mexico.
I was one of those guys.
Well, it was either go to his institute or go to the monastery, and so I went by his institute.
You're like me and Mickey Mantle.
y'all were friends before you
Before
got
we got
famous.
famous,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course. I understand
We
that.
played sandlot ball.
There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to deep dive into the physical aspects of trauma.
Somatic.
Yeah, the somatic.
And the one thing you want to remember, especially in your case now,
Yeah.
is this is not a mental condition. This is not a mental response.
Right.
It's physical. It's somatic. Your body's responding physically, not mentally. You think it's mental because that's where your thought process is, and where you think the problem lies.
And I can overcome anything mentally, spiritually.
Yes, but you can't mentally overcome your body being tired.
No, Dad, I can't.
That's somatic. Okay, so we'll do some research on somatic response.
Excellent.
Okay,
And then we'll report back to everybody.
we'll come back after Christmas.
Is that when we're coming back?
Well, I got 2 quarts left. I got to finish.
Good point. Good point.
So you're an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. I don't have to go to meetings.
You and Kevin got that first step down, don't you?
On step 1.
Well, there we go. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody paying attention and being a part of this, and thank you for your support. As you know, this is just Dad and I talking, and this is the way we do it, and so I'm pleased that you're part of it. Anything else?
Yeah, tell them about Wednesdays.
Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the morning on Wednesdays, Dad does a live meat of the matter where he gives you not what it says, but what it means to him. And then he encourages you to ask God to reveal to you what it means to you. So would that be the best?
Amen. That's a good analysis.
All right, so tell him what you tell him, Dan.
Good night and God bless you.